Hey guys, Christian with My Awesome Detailer here, Lee County's only RV detailing specialist. And I want to talk to you kind of about my origin story, where I came from, a little bit about me, and how I got into the RV detailing world, and what I believe separates me from your other similar RV care services. So, if we go way on back, when I bought my first vehicle, like everyone else, I wanted to take care of it as best as I could, right? So, growing up, I knew change the oil, use synthetic oil. You want to buy high quality brake pads. Make sure you have, your all-weather tires, the right size, that they're properly inflated, things like that. All of the things that we all know. But being a young guy and I had a two-door convertible. I still have that car actually, so I wanted that thing to be glossy and shiny and just look immaculate all the time, right? So that's when I started getting into cleaning and waxing my vehicle. And so I just did what everybody else does, went to Walmart, got my paste waxes, got some Meguiar's Gold Class, pH neutral soaps, some microfiber towels, some wash mitt, stuff like that, and began cleaning it, yada yada yada. And so that was good enough for me for a long time. Well, as time went on, I ended up making friends with another guy who was also very into keeping his car shiny, keeping it clean, making it look nice. But this guy was an actual professional an actual professional detailer. So as I got to be friends with him, he introduced me to the world of professional detailing. So he knew all about the sealants, the different waxes, the ceramic coatings, paint correction, polishing, yada yada yada, all of that. He could do all of that. And so I began to really hang out with this guy a lot, to really take to him and to try to absorb absolutely as much information from him as I could, right? Then over time, I become obsessed with detailing. I just couldn't get enough of it. I wanted to learn everything I could about it. I was geeking out on it 24/7, staying up till 2 or 3 in the morning on YouTube, on all of the forums. I was ordering in ridiculous amounts of products, trying everything, right? Just become absolutely obsessed with it. And then I had this aha type moment where I realized all this time what I thought detailing was, what my parents thought detailing was, what my friends thought detailing was, what everyone that I had knew around me thought it was wrong. I was completely wrong. I thought that paste waxes were the ultimate, and that washing and waxing a vehicle was as deep as detailing went. Shining your tires up and putting Rain-X on was it. And then I realized, everyone else is thinking the same way. Everyone else isn't aware of this either. And I've always been, at heart, an entrepreneur. I'm absolutely obsessed with that. That is one of my biggest passions. And so I thought I could really make a business of this. I could teach this to other people. I could help other people know what I knew and to experience what I experienced whenever that friend of mine brought me into the detailing world, and just blew my mind, right? And so that's when I formed My Awesome Detailer, my baby, my company, my business. And my mission from the beginning, if you know my tagline, is to protect, preserve, and prolong the health, beauty, and value of one of your most valuable assets, right? So your RVs, your cars, trucks, your boats, etc., right? And over time, I've wanted to create, a community. I've wanted to create a following, a culture of people who also have had this this wow, detailing really is super deep. Even if you don't want to take it as far as I have, and you just want me to come out and to take care of it, or perhaps you would like to do it yourself, and I can kind of teach you and show you the way that the professional detailing world is. So, after I had that big aha, after I started that business, after I had my mission, my motivation to spread what I had learned to everyone, there was one day I was out detailing a truck, right? And a guy pulls up on me while I'm out there working and says, "Hey, you a mobile detailer guy?" I said, "Yeah, yes I am." And so he asked, "Can you detail a fifth wheel?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I can. Of course I can." And in my mind, all I knew was a fifth wheel was, a camper. I didn't know anything really about it. I didn't know what a slide out was. I didn't know anything. So the guy was telling me he had a 40-foot open range fifth wheel, had like 5 slides on it, yada yada yada, right? Goes on and on about all this. And so I'm telling him, yeah, I can definitely do it. I can definitely do it. So he asked how much I would charge, and I just kind of spitballed a number off the top of my head, which now I realize was way too high for even what I was talking about doing to it, right? So I come out and I go to detail this guy's RV, right? And guess what? I tell him everything I'm going to do, which is everything I was doing to cars. I was washing them down, stripping them, claying them, doing a chemical decontamination on them, putting a premium quality sealant, waxing it up, dressing everything. A lot of the things that I do right now, just not quite as well, right? So I'm telling him all of these things, preaching to him why all this is necessary, why it's important, and why the price tag is on there. And he just wanted it pressure washed. He just wanted it washed down and wanted it clean. And that just reinforced for me that yes, even in the RV world, it's not just the automotive world, the RV world as well, and the boat world, people, they think that just a wash and a wax, that's as far as it goes, that's all they need. And so I was like, man, once again, I had all of this knowledge, all of this understanding that I'm trying to give to this guy, and he's not getting it, right? And so I detail the fifth wheel. I ended up doing a wash and seal on it. I did get the guy to let me do a little bit of my higher end detailing work to it. And that day when I was going home, I passed probably 4 or 5 other RVs and fifth wheels on the highway. And I thought, man, I really enjoyed detailing that fifth wheel. That was really nice. I really did like that. And it felt good to know that I was doing something that almost no one else in my area is doing, right? There's a million different detailers out there that do cars and trucks and boats, and you see them, all over the place, all the way from your $25 guys that are high schoolers doing it, all the way up to the guys that are putting on your professional ceramic coatings and doing your paint correction, right? But there just wasn't a huge market for the RV world, right? And I could just kind of sense that. So that day I went home and I got on my computer and I was just digging in. I wanted to learn everything I could about RV detailing. And I just kind of fell into that hole again, and just got absolutely obsessed and just had to geek out, stay up all night, watch a million YouTube videos, read 1,000 blogs, get into all of the forums, all of those things, right? I even had several, and I still do, detailers who've been doing this way longer than me that helped mentor me and taught me all of these things, right? And what I realized was there wasn't a whole lot of information out there. And it's still to this day like that. You can go to YouTube, you can go to Google, Facebook, whatever you want to go to, and there's not really any information on it. Even on the people that manufacture these RVs, the guys that sell these RVs, they don't even really know themselves. And then they don't talk about it on their websites. They don't talk about it in the sales process. They don't mention it in your owner's guide. None of that, right? And so the only way that I could learn how to detail an RV was from detailers who had been doing it for several years. And so that's when, again, it clicked and I had this aha moment. And I had accumulated all of this knowledge, all of this understanding of detailing RVs, why it's important, all of that, all over again, just like I did with the cars. And then I thought, this is what I want to do. I want to be the RV detailing specialist. I want to be the guy who, when you go to YouTube and you want to learn, what is it? How do you RV this? What's the best wax? How do you RV this? How do you polish this off? How do I restore my trim? How do I protect my AC units? I wanted to teach that to everybody, right? So that eventually it just becomes standard that in the RV world, you detail it, you get it sealed, you get it waxed, you use ceramic coatings, you keep things polished, you keep your trim dressed, you keep your windows sealed. All of the little nuances, I wanted to make that standard. I wanted to create a movement and be on the forefront of pioneering professional, real luxury RV detailing. And I get really excited talking about it. My mind's going absolutely nuts right now, trying to stay on track. And so that's really my ultimate goal now, is that I want to educate people on what RV detailing is. And of course, I want to do the services myself. That's actually, I really do enjoy, working on RVs. It's freaking awesome. It really is awesome. But I want to create a community. I want to create a culture, and I want to just teach everybody what I know, what I've learned, and what I continue to learn as a practitioner of detailing. And of course, I still do care for automotive detailing. I still do care for marine detailing, and I still do those things. But I, at heart, am the RV detailing specialist, and that's really what I care the most about. Before I go on and on and on forever like I can, I hope that you've kind of enjoyed the story I've told. I know I get a little rambunctious sometimes and bounce from wall to wall on things, but that's just a little bit about me and how I got into the RV detailing world, how I got to doing what I am doing today, and how the mission that I have has come about. So if you also believe in those same things, that you need to protect and preserve your assets, that you need to detail things properly, professionally, and protect them, and not just settle for your basic, let's just hose it off, scrub it with a brush, and leave it at that. Just put in your email address, join my newsletter, check me out on Facebook.com/MyAwesomeDetailer, Instagram.com/MyAwesomeDetailer. Look me up on YouTube, Christian Turner. You'll find all kinds of stuff on there. I'll probably drop all of the links below, and check it out. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.